Hey, what's going on? My name is Efren Salas. I'm with the Wake Up X Solutions. And today we got Louis. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah. So first off, Efren, thank you for having me on the show. It's an honor for you to be able to ask me to come and really appreciate and support what you're doing. Cybersecurity podcast is something that is new and upcoming, and it's really a great job, and I really think it's really innovative for you to be taking a part in that. So, yeah, my name is Louis Kemp, CTO of A.N.U.L Technologies, and that is a cybersecurity consulting company that I started.
What was the reason for you to start a consulting business?
So, yeah, in being in IT and cybersecurity for a while, I just kind of looked at the landscape and looked at the nature of how business was changing. And as far as AI goes, and with the focus on pen testing, how that's not going to be in the future. It's not going to be just a once a year type of deal anymore. We're going to need autonomous pen testing. And so that was a huge push for me to be able to kind of utilize that a little bit more. So right now I do have a partnership, and I am a partner with Horizon 3. And yeah, as far as anything goes, I'm at MSSP, and so I can get anyone's services and help out the community and any organization that may need services.
Awesome. So what type of service are you going to be providing your MSSP?
So it will be pen testing. It will also be cybersecurity training, if anyone is interested in that. And it will be the services that should be available shortly too as well.
Awesome, man. So you're going to also provide training, right? You're also going to provide training, and in these type of trainings, are you going to also, I know there's going to be a fee, of course, but what type of trainings are you going to provide?
So it will be mainly for cybersecurity students that are early on in their career, maybe in college or just starting out in a role, to provide some mentorship that's available. So, that's another great point. Like in meeting you, right,
yeah.
at ISC event and ISACA Sacramento, right, it's really important that we support one another and keep the fellowship and the mentorship going, definitely. So that was a huge push for that.
Yeah, awesome, man. That's something I think we all need in the industry. We need to have some education for the community and everything else, that provide that education. As we all may know, everybody's pretty much salesy, but providing that small education will be a benefit for the future as well, for you and your clientele as well. So, so do you think that was an idea for you?
Yeah, that was a huge idea, and joining those organizations and meeting people and developing friendships and mentorships, it just kind of fell in line, so it felt natural.
Awesome. So what's kind of like your background history of cybersecurity?
As far as cybersecurity goes, first I did go to college and started off with a help desk degree. So I was in the help desk and pretty much started all the way from the bottom as far as learning hardware and software and being that level 1 analyst for a couple of years before moving on to a level 2. And then eventually breaking into cybersecurity and getting certified with ISC, becoming certified in cybersecurity. And that's pretty much half of the story. But so that's kind of how it started. And so, nowadays after starting A.N.U.L Technologies, I'm kind of halfway focused on that, and halfway focused, the other half is going to be on the mentorship for up and coming students and just any other person that may need some mentorship and some support here in the cybersecurity community.
Awesome. So what was your motivation to get into business, man?
So I did kind of start off in retail, right? And so in working retail for a while, and do have a son, and he was a lot younger at the time. And I'm like, I kind of need a career that's going to be a little bit more stable, something that's going to move with time, right? And move with the economy, and something that's going to be pretty much bulletproof for a long time, somewhere that I can end my career at and eventually, retire. So
that's good.
I'd say that was a push, and also just passion and, something that I was interested in and loved. So.
And I know you mentioned that you started from the bottom, from a help desk, and you started moving up from an analyst position. I know right now in cybersecurity, a lot of the people at entry level are just trying to they're trying to avoid the help desk aspect. they're just saying that, you know, we don't need it. Do you think it's something that they need at least to build the fundamentals of it?
Yes, I think really, you know, if you're starting off and you've never been in I think it's very important for you to grab the foundation first and to be able to get a great understanding of the foundations, the basics of IT, because then cybersecurity will make a lot more sense to you. I think it'd be really difficult to kind of just learn cybersecurity without learning the basics of IT. It's just those terms, right? Those terminologies, it's those words that sound really unfamiliar to people that have never heard them before. And then you're starting to decipher, hey, what's this word? What is that word, right? If you have a basis and a foundation, then, you know, you at least know this relates to this, that relates to that. You can kind of put two and two together, right?
That's good. At least that's a good thing that you're mentioning that aspect of it, because I know as entry-level techs, a lot of people are just trying to jump into cybersecurity as a cybersecurity engineer, even though they don't know the basics of the basic terminology. And that's like you just mentioned right now, that's the terminology you might need. But
Huge.
of course, you do need the rest, but terminology is the biggest key point.
Right, definitely.
So do you know how long it took you to transition now from a help desk to IT and high
So
to
I would say it was about a solid 4 to 5 years, I would say, to be able to grasp those concepts and start to move on. And honestly, you know, COVID kind of happened at the time. I had a little bit of downtime to go ahead and start to study more. I didn't have to commute to the office anymore. Everyone was remote. And so that gave me an opportunity to go ahead and, you know, start to pursue other roles and start to kind of take other levels. So, yeah, I mean, it went from the help desk to actually being an admin, and I did work for the Sacramento Kings for a little while, and also for the state for a short time in those software and developing roles. And so after doing that, yeah, cybersecurity, it made a lot more sense. So
I see.
Understand.
So you have a background, huh? You have a few things in your belt, like software. You have analysts. You have cybersecurity, and I believe you're doing sales right now, right?
Yes. So more of I would probably say too as well. It's more of a admin support too, right? So you have the sales aspect there, but as far as being able to support an organization and be that go-to guy for their penetration software if they're using Horizon 3.
Awesome. That's pretty good, man. So you got anything else you want to mention before we...
No, I just want to say thank you again. It was really good running into you here at RSA, and it's been a great time, and it's been an honor. So thank you for asking me to be a part of your podcast. If anyone is not following the podcast, you're missing out. Like, comment, and subscribe, and be supportive. So
thank you,
appreciate you again.
And one more thing. How'd you find me, man? How'd you learn about me?
I ran into you at Sacramento event, and you know, after seeing your face a couple of times and being familiar, and you're introducing yourself and being personable and a stand-up guy, yeah, we started to have some more conversations and started to talk about the podcast. I was telling you how intrigued I was and how much of a great thing that I think it is. It's very, very innovative. So
thank you, man. Thank you. That's awesome. So yeah, pretty much you found me on the ISOC organization that we went to.
Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you, man. And that's pretty much it, man. Thank you. Appreciate it again for coming by. And we're here at RSA today at 2026.
Definitely.
Thank you.